Now, because a skateboard isn't actually strapped on, I don't know if people realize that it needs to fit, just like your baseball glove needs to fit, or your inline skates need to fit, or your ski boots. If you're going to have it as an extension of your body, it's got to fit just right.
And nobody knows that better than the tight fraternity of skateboarders, and there may not be a tighter fraternity here at the Extreme Games, which is why they rallied around Neal Hendrix, whose Extreme Games experience almost ended early and with heartbreak. Paul Ryden picks up the story.
When Neal Hendrix came to the Extreme Games, he had hoped to leave with a championship trophy. Instead, he left with a new skateboard. But it wasn't something he had on his Newport souvenir shopping list.
My board got stolen, as it has like 3 times in the last 6 months at very crucial moments. Unfortunately, I didn't have too much stuff with me. Just traveling, you know, there's only so much I could bring. So I was just walking around the dorm like, anyone got wheels? Anyone got trucks, bearings?
Then I asked him if he needed any help with some product or something like that, and I kind of helped him get some trucks from Great Carol.
Got him as much stuff as I could.
I just gave him some bearings and did what I could.
I helped him out with those trucks. I took the bushings off of my board, gave them to him, and took him down to the skate shop so he could set up his setup.
I needed a board, I needed grip tape, bearings, I needed wheels, I needed trucks, I needed bolts. This is it. This is my skateboard that I got from everyone. Finally.
Obviously, skateboarding is different than some other sport involving a ball and a symmetrical field, but Neal's experience proved that it's different in another way.
That was always one of my favorite things about skateboarding, you know, is everyone, it's a pretty tight-knit community, and that's good.
Everybody's all friends. Everybody helps each other out.
But you're trying to beat him.
I'm still your friend.
We just come to skate and have fun, pretty much.
I thought you guys were competing with each other. What are you helping him out for?
Because he's my friend, and he needs a board.
Just ahead, Neal Hendrix and his community board in a must-win situation in the loser's bracket. The pressure is on. We'll have his run just ahead.
Neal Hendrix looks down at his fallen comrade and knows that if he can stand up a decent run, he'll be okay.
Before Neal dropped in, he asked Tom how he was doing. He found the okay. All that this guy has to do to advance to the next round, Jack, is to stay on his board cleanly and pull some tricks, and he has already done that. Neal does not do 540 McTwist that often. And I don't think he'll be doing that, not to risk him falling. But Neal also is one of those guys that brings it all out. He is very popular with the kids in magazines, in video magazines. Just very good routine right here. 5-0 grinds, fakey 5-0 grinds. That's what he didn't do last time.
Time to throw something big.
He's done.
Neal Hendrix has been doing a lot of skating. And he's going to have to do a lot more in the next 60 seconds in order to get past Rune Glifberg. This is the elimination bracket head-to-head semifinals. Loser goes home. Winner goes on to take on Tony Hawk.
I can already tell you that Neal Hendrix has a very good rhythm going.
Oh.
He's working his high airs. Always starts off with high airs. He's switching it around. If he can keep up these tricks and not fall, Neal Hendrix will face Hawk once again. That's how we started this whole thing. Neal Hendrix working the coping. You hear his wheels, how quick they move on this ramp. Fakey airs to a fakey to a disaster, to a board slide.
And again, the fakie is coming in backwards and a disaster.
A disaster is right. Nope, that's a 5-0 grind. A disaster is when you land. Well, that's great that he pulled that off. A disaster is when you land on the coping in between your wheels.
Neal Hendrix not only looking for wheels, but looking for the oxygen tank, hoping to advance to meet Tony Hawk in the championship round.
Neal Hendrix has had to skate a lot today. He was up late last night thinking about this contest. A nice kick flip and brings it down. That was very smooth for Neal Hendrix.
Neal Hendrix moves on, and he'll meet the man who beat him in the very first round to get it going here in the Extreme Games Skateboarding Halfpipe Championship.
So the finals are set. This has to be Cloud 9 for Hendrix on a borrowed board. We talked about how tough that is. Now he faces the greatest of all time, Tony Hawk, in the finals.
The championship match for skateboarding on the halfpipe between Tony Hawk and Neal Hendrix. Thousands have come out to Newport today to watch the likes of Hawk, the legend, and Hendrix, the airman. Hendrix has to win 2 in a row to be champion. This is his 6th skate of the day, and he's really still getting to know the feel of a new skateboard, because either his other one was lost or, well, something a little bit more sinister than that.
That's right. Neal Hendrix skating on a board that he just got yesterday, an hour before the high air competition, and he looks like he's falling all his life. He falls there. He's got a big smile on his face. You got to know, Jack, he is exhausted right now. 6 times he's skated in the last few minutes. Look, he's got rubber legs. That's what happens when you go through the losers bracket. But you know what? Give this guy a lot of credit, because he is here. He has shown the ability to come back and work his way through the losers bracket.
He lost to Tony Hawk in the first round, then beat Menezes, McDonald, Boyle, and Glifford to get another shot at Hawk. And he knows he's got to put up an unbelievable run, because Hawk has been extremely consistent, scoring right around 93 every time out today. The board just flies out again. Neal Hendrix, a tired but very game skater. Tony Hawk applauds his efforts as well.
Neal Hendrix is one of those guys that's going to sleep very well tonight, and he knows if you were to listen to him talk about Hawk, he talks like Hawk is a god. This guy respects Tony Hawk like you wouldn't believe.